Merry meet and welcome to the general reading for all signs for today, the 7th of March, 2024. This is Ariel and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating on YouTube is the lovely Jennifer, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Deline. Thank you so much, Jennifer, and thank you so much, Deline. And thank you to everybody for joining us today for this general reading. Today I'm reading with the Broken Mirror Tarot, Marseille edition. Let's purify with this gorgeous Vervain by L'Occitane, my favorite commercial van. 3 sprays in this big room is more than sufficient. You can find links to purchase each of these products in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube on a restream, you can fast forward through all my shuffling if you want to by simply using the timestamps in the video description on YouTube. Yes. General reading for all signs for today, the 7th of March, goes out to a lot of people. So if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you personally, you know what? It's probably not meant for you. In that case, just don't force things, disregard it. And you might want to check out the zodiacal readings for your own individual sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. All of those are available for easy restream on our website, arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link in that main menu. If you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. If you're on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch, and you can watch on Twitch without ads when you're subscribed to us there. Our shop is at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. Right now it's a bunch of affiliate links, which means we make a small commission off of each and every sale. It's a great, fun way to support our channel, but keep an eye open because we're going to have a brand new shop opening up, so we'll have a soft launch sometime in April. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're on YouTube, you could also use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation right on the platform. We do appreciate your support. Thank you so much for being here today for this general reading for all signs. I think we're pretty shuffled up here, so I'm going to give this deck a nice clean cut, and then we'll see what's in the cards for everybody today, the 7th of March, 2024. Let's see here what's in store. It's a 4 of coins, followed by the Empress. Ooh, prosperous day. 8 of wands. Okay, so your prosperity has to do today with getting things in order and also letting things end. Letting super things end. Letting some things end that, maybe you need to, just get rid of. And what's wrong with this? I'm going to change this. This filter is kind of weird. Sorry about that. This is bugging me. It's a little better. All right. Anyway, so getting some things in order, just what's in front of you. You don't have to go crazy and get everything in order. But if there's a drawer out of order that's bugging you, get that in order. And you see, when you're doing that, while you're doing that, whatever it is, it's called household magic. Whatever you're cleaning up, whatever you're putting in order, you tell yourself, as I'm putting this in order, the universe is putting my whatever in order, my finances in order. Let's say you have a bunch of debt. You could say, as I'm cleaning out this closet, so is the universe cleaning out my debt. And you're just using that as a tool. Don't get superstitious with it. You're using it as a tool to focus your mind on a microcosmic example of what you want, macrocosmically speaking. Now, the Empress card is talking about taking it easy with all of that. Yes, you want to do those kinds of things, but you also want to just recognize that it's your poise and it's your peace that brings the prosperity to you. It makes you a magnet. It makes you a magnet for your prosperity. Isn't that nice? So you just want to sit in your throne and be magnetized to all of the prosperity that is your divine birthright. As that happens, you want to notice, not create, not force, but notice that things want to come to an end. Let them. Don't get freaked out when things start ending today. When things start to end, that means things are coming into focus. Things are doing what they're supposed to do in order for you to have what you're supposed to have. So you have goals, right? Today, you have things that you want, especially it looks like financially. for many of you, or some of you, it might be with your work, but you have some things that you'd like to see happen in your life. So today's a great day for those things to start coming to you. No time like the present, right? And so today is all about doing a little bit in your physical world to get things in order, doing a little bit in your mental world to be peaceful, poised, and serene, and allow that universe to draw unto you the things that you need, or that you require, or that you desire. All the while recognizing that in order for that to happen, some things have to end. And so when things end, you don't want to just assume that all endings are negative. Endings actually are positive. So today's a great day to look at endings in a real positive way as they're happening, knowing that those endings are coming so that you can have what you want. The devil. Who doesn't love a good devil? The Two of Cups. Who doesn't love a good two? And then another two, a Two of Swords. Great. So the twos here, there's two kinds of twos. Twos can represent impatience, wanting things now, wanting things now. Think of that sort of masculine energy that's looking for some kind of a release, right? Looking for some kind of, I want it now, I want it now, I want it now. And recognize that the I want it now sometimes is negative, because what happens with the I want it now, especially when it's in the Two of Cups, is it tends to manifest as, how come everything's taking so long? How come there's nothing working for me? What's wrong with me, right? And then that what's wrong with me starts to take off, and then you have all these other thoughts that come out of that, and you get all into a bunch of trouble. So we don't want the what's wrong with me, what's taking so long, when is it going to happen, looking under the hood, looking over your shoulder. You don't want to go out and dig up seeds and see, well, is it happening? Is there a root? Is there a root? Can you imagine if anytime a lady got pregnant, that the obstetrician cut her open and said, is it okay? You don't do that. You leave it alone. You let it go. Of course, they have ultrasound and things like that to check and make sure everything's fine. But for the most part, you let nature take its course, right? And the same thing goes for you. You have to learn how to let nature take its course. And that's exactly what's happening, is there are things gestating. There are things germinating, if you will, in the fertile grounds of your deep mind. And you need to let them run their course and happen as they will, without any rushing on your part. Part of the way that this two over here, this Two of Swords, will help you with that is the Two of Swords is calling on you to have focus of your mind, to close your mind, to close your eyes, I should say, to the world, and go within and recognize that all is well. Everything's happening at the perfect time. And rushing is not something only that you have to, it's not like you don't want to just say, okay, I won't rush, and then you still are impatient, but you're just kind of like suppressing the impatience. You want to go beyond that. You want to close your eyes to the world and go within and recognize everything is exactly where it needs to be. I want it to take as long as it needs to take, because then it's going to come forth fully formed and be exactly what it's supposed to be. I want it to take exactly as long as it needs to take. I don't want to rush it. I want it to be perfect, right? And as that's happening, the things that are ending, think of that as how a seed needs to die in the soil in order to be reborn as the plant. The actual seed itself dies, it goes away, and the germ of that seed starts to turn into something else. And that's what's happening for you. And you want to let things end. You want to let things die. You want those seeds to die in order for the new growth to come forward, right? And so what you can do is, if you are still feeling a little impatient, there's two things to do. One is to just do some meditating. You could use my magic minute technique. That's a wonderful one for when you get the Two of Swords. If you go onto the YouTube and you just do Magic Minute Gatoga in the search bar, you can, or the search field, you can find that meditation instructions, and you'll see how to do it. It's really simple. The other thing you can do, like I said, is some household magic, where you take some time and get something in order. Get something in order. This Devil card is in the past. This is talking about how you're learning how to let go of your ideas of what things are supposed to look like. You don't know what it's going to look like. You know that the oak tree is going to come out when you plant an oak. You know that you're going to get poinsettias if you plant poinsettias. You know you're going to get an apple tree if you plant apple seeds. You get that. But you don't necessarily know exactly what it's going to look like or how long it's going to take. Each tree is unique unto itself, right? So you don't have to get all attached to things being a certain way because you have the faith that if you're planting certain seeds, you're going to get certain plants. You just have that faith. You just know that that's happening. If you plant thoughts of what you want, you're going to get the results of what you want. But you see what happens, and this is a good thing when you get the devil card, is take a day and just notice what you're thinking when you're not thinking about your goal. Like people do spells and they'll say, okay, now for this 10 minutes, I'm going to really focus my mind on what I want, or create a visualization and things like that. And that's wonderful. We need that. That's how you plant that seed of what you want. But then for the rest of their waking hours, they're going around and around in their mind about how nothing's ever working and it's never going to happen and nothing ever works for them and the world is horrible and blah, 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 blah. So the devil card coming up like this is calling on you to be disciplined over the next day or 2 days and see if you can just even take one day today while you're awake for all the hours that you're awake for the rest of today, and check in and notice, what are you thinking of? What are you imagining? What are the little scenes that you are concocting in your mind? What are the little inner conversations that you're having with yourself? What are you thinking about other people? What are you thinking about yourself? What are you thinking about your life? It doesn't work to plant one little seed of prosperity or whatever it is and then go all about your day worrying about money, right? So nobody, you can think anything you want to think. Nobody can force you to worry about money. So even if you have, I tell that to people and they say, well, I really do have money worries. Well, fine. Are they going to get better by you worrying about them and thinking about them and concocting scenes in your mind about what's coming up and how bad it's going to be? Is that going to help? No, that's not going to help, because that's planting the other seeds that you don't want. They're going to strangle out these seeds. So those are the kinds of things that those are other things that you need to end today. And those are the things that you can afford to allow to end. You don't allow those things to end by focusing on them ending. You do it by focusing on what you do want. Refocus your mind all day. Anytime you notice that your mind is going into these doom and gloom scenes, you have the power to change those thoughts yourself. And if you don't do it, nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to come into your mind and say, no, don't think like that. Who's going to do that? Nobody. That's all up to you. And that's what you get to do today. So get your house in order. And while you get your house in order, ask that your mind gets in order. You focus as often as you can. Just check in with yourself and say, what am I imagining? What am I doing? Don't be impatient with the results. They're all happening right when they're supposed to. Focus that mind, let things end, and find peace, find poise, find serenity, and know that that is your magnetic force field to bring all your good to you. If you have time today, you can listen to that meditation based on the Empress card called Lessons from the Goddess of Prosperity. Also, you may want to check out that meditation for the Magic Minute, And also, there's another meditation that's indicated here for the Devil card. And that one is called, what is that called? That one is called Breaking Yourself Free from Fear. All right. So those meditations on the tarot cards are there's a link in the video description of this and every other tarot video of mine for those meditations. So check them out. You're going to do great today. It's a very prosperous day, but you got to get yourself in charge. Get that mind focused on what you want rather than imagining all those horrible scenes. All right, we'll be back with another general reading tomorrow. Thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Jennifer and Delene. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Blessed be.